June 4th. It's been a while since I've done an update, so let's get started. So here's my cold crop bed. I can show you here. This is where I had some collards going. The only reason they don't look too good is I just harvested some. And I ate them about an hour ago for dinner. I'd never made them before. I've never grown them before either, but I've never cooked them. And just grabbed a recipe off the internet, and it's fantastic, delicious. I look forward to these growing in a little more. You can see they are. You know, I just basically ripped off the outer layer. I hope I wasn't too premature, but I watched a few videos and it seemed like the right thing to do. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I probably cooked up 1.5 pounds, and it doesn't really give you much, but I really enjoyed it. You can see here that, you know, I planted these Hishiko bunching onions between the rows, like this. You know, just sort of optimize space. You can see all the way down. Yeah, it's working great. They're getting big. They're pointing straight up for the most part. So that's working out well. Next I have these, I guess 5 Brussels sprouts. They're doing their thing. Looking good. You can see, you know, looking right down, it's starting to form something. So I'm happy with that. Here's my lone chard. I'm probably going to be planting more chard. I just haven't got around to it. Actually, it's got a nice bottom on it finally. I was getting kind of worried. It's the first time I've grown chard, but yeah, it's looking good. I think it's going to be just fine. I'll turn around here. This is another bed I was using last year. It's finally got a little bit more soil conditioning, so things are really starting to grow nice in it. I just started some different types of cucumbers in here. I think these are pickling cucumbers. You can pick garlic or shallot. This is, I think, one of the burpless cucumbers, which are basically like the English cucumbers, I think. That's the same to the English style cucumber. I have a few little kind of, you know, gaps. Some of the cucumbers had some trouble. We had a really weird spring. Our spring had a lot of quick cold periods just coming on. Temperature would drop, and yeah, it just, some things, especially cucumbers, they just didn't really like that. So a few of them did die. So I'm gonna have to plant some more, fill in the gaps. Maybe another 4 more in this bed. Just a look at my strawberries. I haven't done anything with them. I need to sort of split them up. See how there's different crowns in here. 1, 2, 4, 5 different crowns in there. So I'll have to deal with that. I'm just not going to do that today. I also have some alpine strawberries right here. Haven't really done much with them. Funny thing is, a lot of them, they kind of dropped some strawberries I just left in there, and now I got like, I don't know, 100 plants of alpine strawberry. I don't really need that many. I'm gonna do something about that. I'm gonna have to clean these up, that's all. These are 2 sunflowers that I just randomly grew from seed maybe a couple weeks ago, plopped them in here. I'll see what happens with those. Maybe I'll get a nice flower, maybe attract some bees. So we'll see. This is my sort of semi-herb bed that I haven't really touched. This is, yeah, it's my oregano. It's a little too wet soil. These are some cuttings I took from rosemary. They're doing really well. They're starting to divide into multiple branches. I just took the ones from the supermarket where it was basically one big branch, and now it's finally starting to take over itself and, you know, make wider branches going out. There's some basil. See, I'm basically gonna plan to take all these different herbs and kind of consolidate them into maybe one big container. Just, you know, kind of a neat thing to do. here's kind of a mixed batch in this bed. I'm trying to be optimized in making use of my space. So here's a peppercini plant. It's funny, these ones, I don't know, I think just because they're not mature, they just grow these red peppers very quickly. And I've just been picking them and eating them. They're not very hot. They're more sweet than hot for the most part. Right here, this is my butch tea. Trinidad scorpion pepper. The old growth doesn't look good, but lots of new growth is coming out. I think it's just gonna, it's taken a while to establish maturity, and it's gonna come up. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, on the other row here, I have them written down. These are just some monster tomato plants. Ooh, this one's starting to bend. Gonna have to stake it, I think. This is another type, I can't remember. It's written down inside. Another tomato plant. Don't be surprised if I run into a tomato at some point along here. And another bell pepper plant. I have a couple bell peppers there. Oops, let me get a better view. Yeah. I think these are the red. And yeah, in theme of maximizing space between the rows, and I have been picking from these, is arugula. This is like massive plant. I just had some of my salad at dinner an hour or so ago. Another arugula. And then this here is mustard greens. Quite a big little plant here. And yeah, definitely it's gone to seed, or gone to flower at least. We'll see if it goes to seed. But yeah, I just haven't done anything with these yet. I've been looking up what to do with mustard greens. I haven't really eaten them much. But yeah, I'm getting used to them, and I'm sure I'll be using them for something. Oh, and then tucked down there is another bell pepper plant. And that's just sort of the same old thing. Lots of neglected tomato plants that I need to sort of, organize. It's fine. I'll have some time this week, so that won't be a problem. I just got a little behind. Some buttercrunch lettuce in the middle there. I did take a little bit of that. It's a little smaller than the arugula plant, that's for sure. So I've just been taking little pieces, mixing them with the arugula for my salad. This is a newer bed. It's sort of a pepper bed plus one tomato plant. It's a new bed, new soil, so I was a little skeptical on how well it would do, but I started adding in some organic compost that I made, and a little bit of wood material, and yeah, I think it's been doing well for a new bed. That's bell pepper there. You can see the pepper. You can see the little red of the peppercini. Oh, that's another bell pepper. It's almost touching the soil. I'm gonna have to move the soil to dig a hole so it doesn't touch the ground. It's another butch tea pepper. What's that one? Oh, that one's a paprika pepper, and that one's a little tiny one, and it's in the middle. So that's a jalapeno. Yeah, so that's it for my rooftop garden tour. I'm going to be definitely cleaning things up, making them a little nicer up here. Also organizing things. These tomatoes, I sort of let them go a little out of control, and you can't do that. You got to keep on top of things like that. So anyways, I'm going to try and improve this anyway in the next few days, and maybe you'll see that in my next update. Bye for now.